your way. For the not a savior smoker, we're here to save the day. We got tips and tricks, reviews and more. Join us on the back porch, that's what we're here for. We're not professionals, but we're here to help. Take a step into the lounge, don't be by yourself. Light up a stick, let the stories unfold. In the back porch lounge where the vibe is bold. Shy about the shop, no need to fear. We'll teach you the ropes and make it all clear. Learn the lingo, find your cigar groove. With the Leaf Cutters crew, you've got nothing to prove. We're not professionals, but we're here to help. Take a step into the lounge, don't be by yourself. Light up a stick, let the stories unfold. In the back porch lounge where the vibe is bold. So grab your cigar, join the conversation. Let's light it up, spark some inspiration. The Leaf Cutters are here, the world to ignite. One stick at a time, under the porch light.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Back Porch Lounge. We are the Leaf Cutters, and tonight we have a special guest with us. It is Nick GOSS.
Hey, how are you? I'm just celebrating.
You guys don't look like ants at all. This is bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, it's false advertising.
Yep.
I'm
You
not
can't
gonna
see, but
lie.
I've got red on.
We draw you
Okay.
in,
Works.
just like with the cartoons and stuff, but then we don't,
I've been called a
It's
pissant before. I don't know if that.
Oh, I think you came on. So maybe that's like our new thing now. Is the little.
That's the new, yeah. That's
Yeah, the mandibles.
Welcome to the Back Porch Lounge,
One
guys.
I dig it.
But Nick GOSS, if you don't know who it is, or if you haven't seen his cigars, it's the one that has the label that does.
my younger and wilder years.
And that is exactly what his cigars does. So if you're ever in a humidor, look for that. That's a GOSS. And incidentally, GOSS, that's also how I introduce people to your cigar. I actually say it's the one that does.
I like it.
And they know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. It's the GOSS cigar.
Every single time.
There we
I
go.
mean-
That's marketing. That's marketing for it.
It's marketing. It is. It's definitely marketing.
It's the one with the guy that looks like an asshole on. Ah,
Wait, Graham has a cigar?
boom.
Oh,
Ooh, that's not nice.
What?
But you, Nick GOSS, have been a kind of a staple in the Northeast region. Are you still doing Northeast region of distribution? You're a broker, right?
I am. I'm a weird hybrid in that I'm a broker for different companies, but I launched my own national cigar company about a year and a half ago. And because of my schedule and the brokering, it's remained, for the most part, in the Northeast.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if you were just still strictly up Northeast. I know we don't get your cigars down here. So,
I blame you. I blame you for that.
You
It's,
can, but I blame
We're not trying
Noonan.
hard enough.
Because Noonan is not allowed to have good things. We've already established this in many podcasts.
I understand.
Not allowed. Nope.
But tonight we're going to review the GOSS NIGHTMAN.
Thank you.
Everybody
Oh,
show
wait,
it out.
look, I got one too. There we go.
Ooh.
did you get it from the
Yeah.
same person we did? Because, we got ours from Penny.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
And this is a
yours
penny
will be-
cigar.
Yours will be better taken care of. This has been in a cigar broker's trunk in 0 degrees for the past month and a half. So
Oh, it'll be
Oh,
fine.
yeah, that's going to smoke real nice. Real nice.
Cut it and you hear nothing but
But
a
yeah, these are
crunch.
penny cigars for us. And as we light up, Robert has a question.
Very good. So, Nick, I got a question. Here it is. What was your Flux Capacitor moment? What was the moment that you came to and went, I'm going to make my own cigar?
it's something. So Brian Matola, who's is part owner of the factory that makes my cigar, FCT, he was with another company. He left, and he kind of bought into the FTT when they were building their own factory. Himself and Sebastian from Cavalier. And before that, before I had my own cigar brand, he always said, you know what my favorite cigar brand is? Nick GOSS. Nick GOSS is my favorite cigar brand. So it was kind of an inside joke about how I was still doing all the marketing for it. I was marketing this thing that didn't exist. And when he became part owner of the factory, we decided to we'll give it a shot. We'll see how it goes. So the first one came out through Cavalier. So it was Cavalier kind of presents GOSS 5-year anniversary. And it was received very well, and it turned very well. So at that point, I said, fuck it, let's do it.
Very cool.
Nice.
Also, I hit my head. I was on the toilet. I hit my head, and
That's what I thought.
don't tell me. No, you're from the Coast Guard. You're here to sell me war bonds.
That's a good reference.
Ronald Reagan, the actor,
Yeah.
the actor.
I love it.
I just found out that there is a Back to the Future Broadway musical.
Oh,
I have no idea if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but yeah. I love
Sounds
Back to the Future,
fantastic.
so.
I know they did Hannibal. Like it was, I think it was called Cannibal the musical,
There
or
is
something
Cannibal
like that.
the musical, and that's fucking hilarious.
You
That's
can't,
Yeah, it is
Cannibal the
hilarious.
Start from
musical.
that stone. That's the South Park guys.
Yeah.
Oh, they're great.
Oh,
I went to go see Book of Mormon.
oh
like my
that is so
favorite.
amazing.
Like, remember when you were like playing sports in 8th grade and you got in trouble and they made you do laps and like your side started hurting?
Yeah.
I laughed so hard, so long that my side started hurting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Book of Mormon is no joke. That is a hilarious. If you just sit there and listen to the soundtrack from the Broadway musical, it's so
It's
funny.
great. Yeah.
I love it.
I
It's
just
what you-
found out yesterday. So I'm like a clickbait like whore.
You are the target
anything that
audience.
comes up. Oh, exactly. It's like, oh, you'll never believe these 10 things this actor did.
Right.
You know?
I gotta fucking find out what that is.
But this one was interesting. This was Starship Troopers. Stop me if you've heard this one.
Yep.
Denise Reynolds.
It's both the best movie and the worst movie of all time. But the theory now, as of the past 24 hours, is that the bugs, the evil alien arachnids from the planet Klandaftu, did not shoot the asteroid towards our planet. If you remember, Denise Richards' character there, what's her name?
It doesn't matter. It's
Better
Denise
have a
Richards.
crazy pilot. Carmen.
Carmen. Yeah.
Yeah.
So remember, Carmen resets the course that they're on. And while they're on that course, they hit an asteroid. Remember, they have to like do evasive maneuvers. And when you hit an asteroid, it doesn't matter how great or slight, you change the trajectory of it.
Right.
So she was somewhere she shouldn't have been. She hit an asteroid. That's the asteroid that hit. Was it
Buenos
Aires or what?
Yeah. Buenos Aires. Yeah.
So
Buenos Aires.
the insect planet literally did nothing to us. Is the theory.
If anything, they missed,
Wow.
we corrected.
If anything, they missed, or it was just a random asteroid, and she hit it, changed the trajectory of the asteroid, and that asteroid hit our planet.
And our vendetta against these insects is purely based on a misunderstanding in their nature.
Exactly.
That's
exactly.
Or they just used it as an excuse to attack the insects.
yeah.
The government would never do that. Come on.
No, never.
Never.
That's
God,
never
no.
happened before.
Never.
But I like that theory.
Yeah, it was interesting. I think,
It's plausible.
Interesting.
changed the entire concept of the movie.
I feel like Denise Richards has probably gotten enough shit in her life, but at the same time, like I'll totally blame her for this. Like I'm in. Let's boycott. Let's protest. Let's let her know that we're pissed.
There should be more hatred towards her. Like, who was the actor that was in Inglourious Bastards?
Which
And
one?
Tarantino, the guy that played the head Nazi guy there.
Christoph.
So that's a bingo.
Christoph.
Oh, I love him.
Christoph Waltz.
He did
Yeah.
such a good job in that Tarantino was like, well, you were a great Nazi, and now everybody hates you.
Yeah.
So he wrote the part for Django just for him
Yeah.
to try to like,
I love that
Look,
dichotomy.
he's like, I'll make
Yes.
it up to you. I'll make this part where you're not the biggest pile of shit in the world.
You made him pretty fucking awesome into Django.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
both
yeah.
of them, like, the movies wouldn't have been as good without him as the characters. Like,
No.
he's just
Absolutely
amazing.
not.
Great actor.
All right. Let's go ahead and give first thoughts on the GOSS NIGHTMAN. I'll start.
I love it.
Okay.
He's like,
And he's
huge fan.
humble too.
Huge
Do
fan.
you want to expound on that any? Just give us a little.
There's a little. I feel like there's a little piece of me in each cigar.
Yeah.
Like,
Is that
do
what
I
I'm
need to
tasting?
get like a shot after this, or no? It's
I
good.
thought it tasted a little sweaty at first.
They were rolled during the summer. What can I say?
On my thigh.
What are you gonna do?
They have the Cuban ladies. I just do it myself.
No,
What
he
is-
just lays there in the factory, and they all like roll the cigar.
They
in his-
roll it on him. Yeah.
I went there for the first time, and they're like, "We're gonna have you roll a cigar." I'm like, I don't want to roll a cigar. They're like, we're making you roll a cigar. Okay. And it was horrendous. It was. These people make it look so easy. Mine was just like, I couldn't
Cockeyed.
even.
It looked like a
Yeah.
green finger.
I have nothing but respect for the people that can do that and that do it 400 times a day, and
Yeah. Because it's nuts. But they get paid by the stick too, I think.
I believe so. I'm not sure
Yeah.
how FCC works, but I believe that they do.
So they're
So they don't
incentivized
want
to get as
you to.
many out.
And a lot of places will cap you. I know, because they don't want you to rush it. They don't want you to fly through them and be like, "Good, I can go play basketball now. I can go out to lunch." So they'll cap it. They'll say you can only make X amount per day.
Yeah. To draw it out.
Yeah.
So first thoughts on mine. It had an interesting taste when I tasted it the first time. The wrapper actually had an interesting taste to it. It wasn't bad, but I couldn't pinpoint what it was. But so far it's about a medium smoke for me.
Yep.
And but it's smooth. It's surprisingly smooth. But so far I like it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I set out, the Nightman and the Dayman were my first ever core line cigars. And the thought process was kind of bass actors. I've never had to do a regular production, constantly in production core line.
Yeah.
When you're doing a limited cigar, you want it to be something different or something outside of the box. Oh, hey, this is different. What is this? Because it's a one and done. When you're doing a core line, you want to be dependable. You want to never get old. You, of course, want it to be delicious. There's an old saying in the cigar industry I heard about 10 years ago. This goes back to turn of the century, 1900s. They said all the smart Spaniards went to Tampa, all the dumb Spaniards went to Cuba. And the reason they said that was because if all you care about is selling cigars, back then you could smoke five cigars from Tampa and maybe have another one. But Cuban cigars were so strong that you'd smoke one and you'd be like, oh, yeah, I'm good, I'm done. So I didn't want to make my core line Maduro a powerhouse. I wanted it to be something that you could smoke it, had a lot of flavor, but just didn't beat the living crap out of you.
That makes sense.
For sure.
So you're saying it's from Tampa?
No. It is not. Danley, Honduras. Danley? I'm a Danley guy. I don't know. He might be a Danley guy. It's like Robusto.
Yeah.
Potato.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cigar, damn it. How about you, Andy?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was really just enjoying the conversation. It lit up really well, so that's got that going for it. It's a pretty even burn at the moment. It's got a good,
Great.
It's got a good opening flavor. Don't ask me what the hell it is, but it's got a good opening flavor. So
Some
I'm looking
expert.
forward to sitting here and learning about it and enjoying the show.
I like it.
How about you, Billy?
Yeah, pretty much the same as everybody else. It's it kind of that flavor, that initial burst of flavor. It was pretty strong flavor, but not. The strength is medium, like you said. But I noticed the retro hell on it is good. It's smooth, which not a lot of cigars are smooth on the retro hill. But yeah, so far, good stuff.
Yeah, exactly the same thing. How about you, Grim?
I'm having a hard time not singing right now.
The Midnight Society.
Dayman. Whoa! Puncher of the Nightman. Whoa!
Champion of the sun.
Yeah, see, like that, like I'm smoking this, and all I can think of is just that entire sequence. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, so I don't. Yeah, good.
That's by sheer coincidence legally. I'm told to say this is legally. That's sheer coincidence. There's nothing.
They're not related. It's not. It's Nightman's not 2 words. It's 1. So like it's different.
Yeah, exactly.
Like legally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, way to skirt the law right there. What about you, Robert?
I got to agree with everyone. It's very smooth. It's like there's no aftertaste or anything. It's just a smooth smoke. It lit very well, burning, nice and even. And yeah, I like
Jesus
it.
Christ! I just realized how much of that I've gone through so far.
Well, I've
Yeah.
got this one. I got this one as the backup. Yeah.
Bada boom.
You got them both. You got the Dayman and the Nightman.
Nice.
And Zach, what do you think, buddy?
So far, very enjoyable. It lit up fine, no issues cutting it or anything like that. It tastes like familiar, like
Yeah, that's what I was
in a
saying.
good way, like an old friend familiar, not like this is the brand X.
Like a sorcerer's friend, like a sorcerer's companion, a familiar.
Yes,
kind of.
yes,
Right.
but it's hitting a lot of notes that I would appreciate in a cigar, and again, a medium like the rest of you so far. It might pick up. We'll see. It's enjoyable. I'm really digging the Nightman.
Yeah.
So, one of my favorite cigars that Cavalier does, who's owns and operates FCT as well, is the Visa Jalapa. I fell in love with that cigar. That tobacco is, again, almost like you guys. I've been doing this for 20 years. I'm struggling to describe it. It's smooth, but it's flavorful. So I wanted to make sure that I included that in the cigar. I was looking for something with similar characteristics, but a little bit more body to it. Not a pepper, but a little bit of tingle on your tongue from that San Andreas wrapper.
That may have been the familiar part. I was going to say, I haven't looked up what's in this, but it's given me like the San Andreas vibe a little bit on the wrapper. Which is good. It's a tobacco that really works for me.
Thank you.
Yeah, it definitely is working for me as well. So, since I was the asshole that brought up your logo and does the kissy face whenever I describe it to anyone, I apologize for that. But I do that, and I've done it on the podcast several times.
You do.
You do.
Okay.
Do. He do it.
I do it.
Ew.
I'm going to keep doing it. But how did you come up with, doing that as your logo? Because it definitely stands apart. I'll give you that.
A day late and a buck short. I was actually wearing the shirt yesterday. The shop I worked at, we went to fantasy football, and the city I live in is called Leominster, Massachusetts, spelled nothing like it sounds. So my team name was the Leominster Lone Wolves. So I made a shirt for draft day with that on it, and that was my fantasy football team of all things. And then due to great Matrix whatever marketing, that web that I made the shirt from was like, hey, for only $19 you can make 50 bumper stickers with your company's logo. Well, it wasn't a company, it was just a fantasy football team. But of course I was like, yeah, I wanted that. So then I made the bumper stickers, and that's when I started up my own company. I was like, shit, I already kind of have a logo. So everything I've done has kind of been Bass Actors.
If you're gonna start, you might as well start at the end and work your way back, right?
There you go.
Just like a book when the test is tomorrow.
Every time.
Yeah.
Cliff notes for the
Most
winner.
important information's already on the last few pages.
You need to read the books.
No, man, I look at the pictures.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to dive into some GOSS lore
Okay.
for a minute. So, buddy of ours, you may remember him, Stephen Sawtell, a.k.a. Plywood.
Never heard of him.
Okay.
No idea
Well,
who that is.
In that case, this story's going to be awesome because you can be like, I don't remember any of this shit.
Sounds like a Cincinnati name, like something like a real lowlife, like a real dirtbag from Cincinnati would be called, like a Charles Dickens character.
Yeah, that's our
Right.
experience.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
Like if Charles Dickens wanted to create like an alcoholic who just pretended he was actually just really into wine, he used that as a shield. He was from Cincinnati. Yeah, I think Dickens would come up with that name, Steve Sawtell. The second. He'd probably put like Steve Sawtell the second at the end of it to make it sound
Pretentious.
I mean,
How is he so spot on?
How does he know?
how's he so right about this?
How
So,
does he know?
hey, a night that he described as probably the first night he'd ever been to Penny's Public House, or it wasn't Penny's Public House at the time, but we're going to call it Penny's Public House because we're not going to say the other name.
Yes.
So when he first showed up at Penny's Public House, you were there, and you greeted him,
Mm-hmm.
and you had no pants. So what's the story behind that?
I don't have pants on right now.
Nice.
Is that weird? Is that like a you're not supposed to do it type of thing?
No,
No,
it's
no, I
mildly
mean, if you-
encouraged.
Listen, most of these, I deal in the tobacco industry. Every place I go now is 21 plus. There's no laws about that. What are you, a narc?
Yeah, rat bastard. He's got you good.
I mean, I didn't know if it was just hot that day. You spilled some soup on your pants. I didn't know the
just,
story. But
I
mean,
just wanted to be free. I just
Okay.
want to be free. I highly
Really,
recommend.
buddy?
Yeah.
fair.
Once a year, what I like to do is, again, it's invigorating. It really, it fills your soul. Is on a nice summer night, there's a field about half a mile from my house. And I go out there in the middle of the night, and I strip down naked, and I run as fast as I can. And while I'm running, I take a shit like horses do. And I'm telling you, you haven't lived until you've run, until you've taken a shit at a full sprint. You just haven't lived.
I just found out all new things about my life that are missing.
Exactly.
I say,
I'm
now
getting-
I'm gonna try that.
And it just, was it Jackass or CKY that guy did that? He took some laxative and ran through he ran in the street.
Is that where the term shitheel comes from?
It could.
Because you just run in, it goes out, just hits your heel, you're like, damn it!
No, I just don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're gonna
Okay.
grass will get it.
I just wondered.
Grass will get it.
Is that chocolate or poop?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
What if it was poop?
All right. So, follow-up question for the
Yeah.
Saltet incident. Stephen also told us that you were kind enough to take him out to some sketchy log cabin in the woods.
That's a lie. He's been sent some legal document saying he shouldn't be talking about these things at all. I'm surprised that he shared them. I'll have to have my people be in contact with his people.
We'll
But,
redact that from the episode for legal reasons.
Yeah, he stayed in a sketchy place in his woods. If he did stay in a sketchy place in the woods, that was on him. That was,
Well, he just mentioned that you took him there, and
No, I picked him up. I took him. I picked him. I freed him from it. I think.
Wait, so he
It's a
ran
long
naked
time.
too?
Hey, whatever he does in his own time, I don't know. I don't know. That sounds like a
I'm
Cincinnati.
just trying to track.
Sounds like something people from Cincinnati would do.
so okay. I mean, fair enough.
Yeah.
You're asking about things we should know, Ben. Stop it.
I've never met this Steve Sartell, but he seems like he's trying to attach himself to my name for publicity. You know, I'm not thrilled with that.
That sounds accurate for him. Totally.
It does. It sounds like he's just trying to, catch on to fame. That's it.
Yeah.
All right. So, on your social media account, not that I've been cyber stalking you or anything, trying to get prepared for this thing or anything.
It's not just
Cyber
you.
stalk away.
But your style seems like a very, grindhouse meets like 70s, 80s motorcycle trucker movie.
It's because I'm poor. It's because I don't have money for nice things.
Okay.
Other people have like Photoshop and these. Well, like before, I had my phone resting on a stapler and a butterfly knife. Butter knife, not butterfly knife.
Either.
Now that
works.
I was gonna say that was
and you're
fancy.
like, oh, you guys, you should get one of these off Amazon. This is I don't have money for that.
I own a cigar company, for God's sakes. That's where my money is, right there.
Yeah, I like it. It's like a real, like, low quality grunge type of marketing, like guerrilla. Oh yeah, that's all I have money for.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I see the posters and stuff you put up, and it's very like, B movie esque, and it's really cool. And I just didn't know if you were like drawn to that, and that's what you really like.
Yes and no. I enjoy that style of things. My brother used to go to school. He wanted to be a screenwriter, so he and I always used to watch movies, and we dove into that. I like a lot of pop culture and different references. But also part of it is that anything that you see me come out with I'm not saying the whole thing, but a good chunk of any marketing I've done is Microsoft Paint.
Nice.
Nice.
Windows 95
Yeah.
box, please say me it is.
It's Microsoft Paint. I'm told once I get a new computer, Microsoft Paint is no longer a thing. And I don't know how I will move forward. I've never done whatever the other one is.
It's still there.
The newer one. Yeah.
Photoshop.
Good. Photoshop, that's the
Yeah.
one. I've never done a Photoshop.
There's free stuff for that.
Good.
But
You'll
a
figure
side
it
note
out.
to that.
I know you will.
But usually, did everyone freeze but me?
Yeah, it's just you.
You just
I think
froze
I
a little
froze.
bit.
Either you all
You're good.
froze at the same time or I froze. I'm guessing I froze. But what I'll do is I'll go into cigar lounges and I'll see something. I'll say, all right, geez, that's effective marketing. How can I do that, but much cheaper? How can I do something that's as effective as that's cheaper? And usually, in order to make it cheaper, I get to spin it the other way and say, well, it's all custom, one of a kind stuff, because I'm at home making it myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to ask.
I like that spin.
I saw a nice painting that I guess you purchased at the thrift store or wherever, and had doctored into a GOSS. And good God, all the T-shirts, man.
So I bought these stencils with the T-shirts, and I remember I was kicking myself. I got 3 stencils. One is 4 foot by 2 foot. Originally, I bought them to make canvas because I said, "All right, well, how can I make these canvases these other cigar companies have? How can I market?" So I made one that was 4 foot by 2 foot. I made one that was 2 foot by 1 foot, and I made one that was 1 foot by 6 inches. And at the time, it was like $250. I was yelling at myself, $250, 3 stencils. I use these things every day. They have become like the most valuable thing I have. And I always say, I started with the canvases, and then I was like, I can do T-shirts now too. And I'm still discovering like new things I can do. I started using them for skateboards, for whatever.
That's awesome.
That's awesome, man.
I like the ingenuity. That's really cool.
Thank you.
I wish I wasn't lazy and I could do something like that.
Wave of the future, stencils.
Stencils. Buy now, kids. It's the wave of the
All
future.
the kids are gonna have them. You wait.
It's the wave of the future.
There'll be a shop on the street
Wave of
corner
the
selling
future
stencils. You
from
won't
the
even know.
past. All right. So,
Buckle look up.
I need to know, do you love Penny as much as we love Penny?
I do. I do love Penny very, very much. I actually had to go up there when I was driving down to Texas. She has the GOSS line. she's going to be making a GOSS room.
Yep.
But she had from I think 2020, my GOSS Cannonball run helmet. So I had to go and borrow that for the trip to Texas. I had to get there. I had to get to Austin in under 30 hours. And I did it, I think, just over 27.
I saw that.
Wow.
Through the snow, both ways.
Nice.
I still have it on the porch. I got to bring it back up to it now.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. Is that going to be in the GOSS Lounge?
It is. It is. Right now, she's just got the empty case for it. I told her, I talked to her a couple days ago. I said, for now, just make a sign that says invisible fish.
Invisible helmet.
Invisible fish.
I like it. It's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. So I hear congratulations are in order.
Oh, for what?
Andy will tell you.
I'll tell you, because I pay attention to some things, I guess. So, Oveja Negra Rep of the Year.
Yes.
Produced by
The
some other media outlets of such.
I learned a while ago, but I had never really taken advantage of it, that the owners of Oveja Negra can be very easily bribed, especially Derek Matthews.
Congrats.
That's a lie. They're very nice people, and I don't think they'll be bribed.
It's not what they said at the rep meeting, but that's what I heard afterwards. What about the industry keeps you doing what you're doing?
I'm having fun with it. I'm not. Some of my bad days are still better than some people's good days. I'm not breaking rocks. I'm not roofing in July. When you see me do these different projects, yeah, part of it's because of marketing. I gotta make more hats. Let me work on a design for that. But a lot of it is it's my creative outlet. It's what keeps things new, different, so it doesn't become. I've been doing this. I've been in the industry for almost 20 years now, and it can very easily become old. So these different projects I do, it allows me to make. Well, this month's different. Oh, look, I made. I found a '57 Chevy hood on Facebook Marketplace. I'm going to paint that up like the Warriors with the GOSS logo, and that's going to be this month's promotion. That's a. I guess to answer your question, that type of stuff, the marketing that you see me do, that's what keeps me going.
Cool.
That's awesome. You mentioned the Warriors, and I think Grim perked up for a second there.
Yes.
Love the Warriors.
So every. Actually, I think I skipped last year. I'm due to make another lunchbox. I first did up a design for Penny. Penny used to do I used to do an event called Boutique as Fuck.
Yeah.
So I did up a design for her that she put on lunchboxes, and I asked her to steal the idea. And then I did. Fantastic. I did the first one was the GOSS. Again, proper nouns. Not my thing. Tank Girl. So I replicated one of the 80s Tank Girl comic book covers. And then the one I did after that was The Return of the Living GOSS, the 80s punk rock zombie movie. So I try to find things that are pop culture but not become so mainstream. So I want to do the Warriors, but now it's become almost too mainstream. But the idea I had to kind of counter that is instead of just making it a Warriors theme, I'd dive into it deeper. I'd make it just baseball furies. So I need to order, 3 or 4 baseball uniforms off Amazon and get some face paint, find a few more people, and do another lunchbox.
Oh yeah,
That's pretty cool.
It was them. It was the Warriors. They shot Cyrus.
So you said you're going to be at down my way, and I said my way because I'm the one in Louisiana, in the very near future, and so I'm thinking somewhere like mid early April ish for some trade show PCA thing. You want to grab a beer while you're there? Because
absolutely,
a couple of us will be there.
I like it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
And will you have your own? Are you going to have your own booth, or are you going to booth with?
I'm like a human ping pong. So I'm a hypocrite. When I was in retail, the cigar reps would come to me and they say, hey, geez, I'd love to make an appointment with you. I say, no, I'm going to do up the orders beforehand. I'll swing by. Even if you don't have time, I'll give it to you. We can swing back and see the new stuff, yada, yada. Now that I'm a broker, I'm in multiple booths. And I always say, I swung by Espinosa and I didn't see it. Well, it's a Black Label. Oh, well, I didn't know. So now I'm like a stickler and trying to make appointments, even though it never works out. It's one of the best way I can describe the PCA trade show for cigar reps and kind of retailers as well is the Mike Tyson quote, everyone has a plan till they get punched in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Nice.
Side note.
It's kind of our first one.
Are you flying or driving?
Go ahead.
I don't know yet. Haven't bought my ticket yet, so we'll see.
Well, if you end up driving, I'm pretty sure the Back Porch Lounges that are available in Shreveport, Noonan, and High School, Tennessee will be available should you want to stop by and grab a cigar.
I like it. If I'm going, though, when I do trips like that, I like to set a time, try to beat the time.
That works, too.
Well, I might have to pick you up and we might have to have a cigar. I'll bring each one of you to the next person's place. Or like a island.
Well, let's go. We gotta go.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta beat that clock.
I got to be back Monday by 5, so, that works. We just leave PCA at the same time. Just drop me off here.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Why not? So how many cigar companies are you actually repping for now?
I rep a handful of them. When I started off, so I started to become a broker because we had 3 brokers in the territory. And how can I say this without saying names? One of the brokers couldn't rep a company anymore. And then they hired another broker, of which we had kicked that broker out. And the owner of the company called and says, listen, can we talk? Can we have a meeting at the PCA? He goes, you're not my biggest account, but you're one of my oldest accounts. So just for nostalgia, I want to keep you guys on. I know that you probably heard so-and-so can't rep me anymore for whatever reason. And I know that you probably heard that I hired so-and-so, and you guys, he's not allowed in your shop for whatever reason. He goes, but here's the situation. There's 3. There's this guy who can't rep me anymore. There's this guy who's, admittedly, he'd be the first guy to say he's practically retired. And then there's this guy who you kicked out. So he goes, I know all about this guy, but right now, it's between having no representation or having this guy represent. So when I left the place I was at, I was thinking about that. I was like, maybe I'll try becoming a cigar broker. And, if he's in that situation, other people are in the same situation.
Mm-hmm. So
I did that, and then at one point, I think there were like 8 cigar brokers in the Northeast, and now we're down to 3 of them. So it's getting interesting.
So you're hustling a lot more.
Yeah. So I do Cavalier, I do Black Label, Espinosa. They're some of my oldest companies. I picked up a few new guys along the way as well.
You broker your own?
I do. I yell at myself all the time too.
You're not doing good enough.
Do you pull the, hey, let me go call the manager and let me see if I can get you a better deal. Hold on a second. Just walk out, have a cigar, and just come back. All right, we'll do it.
No showing up projection in February. What is February?
Oh man. So where are we at in our cigars, boys?
Amazingly, about half.
Yep.
Yep. Half.
Half. We want to do a half.
It's my new favorite. This is my new favorite cigar.
Is it your new favorite?
My new favorite.
Damn, you're easily impressed.
Every time I
There's the guy that makes and sells them.
Right?
I make this cigar just like the commercials of was it shake and bake chicken? Mom made shake and bake chicken, and I helped. I'm not going to pretend like I grew up in the fields. I was so-and-so's understudy for 3 decades. Now, I went down there, said, this is what I want, and the guys that knew what they were doing showed me things. Yeah. The first cigar I did, so what they do, they bring it out, they show you all the tobacco, and they have it all in packs. And then you smoke a puro of each thing. So in your mind, you can say, okay, well, this tastes like that.
Right. This
tastes like this. And so you start putting things together. So I said, well, I like the strength of this one. I like the body of this one. And this one's really rich. And I put it all together and I smoked it. And it was awful. It was terrible. And the guy that runs the factory is laughing his ass off. And he says something, and they translate for him, and they go, there's no potato. What? You don't have a potato. You're like at the potato bar. You have nacho cheese, you have bacon bits, you have hot sauce, but you have no potato, so it tastes like garbage.
Okay.
No. So I'm learning as I go, but I don't pretend to be a master cigar blender. I know what I like. They have a great crew down there that helps me put that together, and eventually I'll be able to, make pretend like I know what I'm talking about.
Oh, wait, I'm not gonna lie, I thought you were gonna start that story off a little bit different because you said you grew up in the fields. I was like, probably naked.
Yeah.
And then
first time I wore pants, I was 19 years old. It was because the law made me.
I've got Brian Matola is going to be traveling with me next week, and he'll probably kill me for telling the story, or he'll love it. He's the nicest guy in the world. But they're going to do a photo shoot. He jumps on board with Cavalier, and they say, all right, well, marketing, let's go out. We don't have one of those us standing in a tobacco field pictures. Everyone has one. Let's go do that. And Brian's, he likes to be his own thing. He's, I don't know. Should we do that? Well, everyone has one. I want to help. So he gets out there. He's got the photography crew with him. I don't think he knows these guys at all. And he gets out and he's standing in the field, and they set up their tripod and they start taking pictures. Well, before they start taking pictures, while they're setting up, Brian just starts taking his clothes off. Just to kind of fuck with these guys. So there's pictures of Brian holding like the leaf of tobacco over his body. He looks like Adam from Adam and Eve. So there's a famous picture of him at the factory like that, just I want to make it different.
Every leaf is rubbed on someone's nuts before it comes to you.
And that's why we cleanse it with fire.
we made sure that leaf was not used in production. I think.
Thank you.
I'm like 85% sure.
But never 100. All right, so halfway check in on this. It stayed consistent so far. Medium body, good smoke output. I'm enjoying it. I still can't pinpoint that taste as I've still tasted from the beginning. I'll probably never figure it out, but I'm okay with it because it's still an enjoyable smoke. But yeah, midpoint, I'm still liking it.
You're not looking for cardamom, right?
Shut up.
Boom. I was going to mention it to start, decided not to, when Robert beat me to it.
Don't, dick.
Head. I guess it's my turn.
It's your turn.
All right.
Yeah, get ready.
Never mind. I totally forgot the hell I was going to say. So,
you were going to say something fantastic.
no,
I hit one end of it. I sucked on the other end of it.
That's what
it
she
was
said.
Good.
Wait. No, it's maintained its complexity and its strength. It's burning even. It's got a good flavor and a good feel. I don't know any other better words to put to it than that. I feel like somebody keeps kissing me every time I draw on it because just come on, people, just say it. You need a ring so we can kiss the ring. But yeah, it's delightful so far. At this point, trying to remember back to the Watchman. I think I like this one better so far.
Thank you.
No, was it the Watchman? Oh yeah, you had the Watchman, but we had Hot August Nights. It was the first
Who
one we
watches
had.
the Watchmen?
That's a great comic book. Just saying.
It's like we had the Hot August Nights was the first one we had.
Yes.
All right. How about you, Billy?
Yeah, pretty much the same as everybody else. The thing for me is I'm been consistently like surprised at the amount of flavor versus the strength of the cigar, because you usually don't get that much flavor out of a cigar that is a medium body. It's a little less, a little more pulled back. So I mean, the flavor is really, really there for me. Of course, like everybody else, I can't really pick out and pinpoint one thing. I mean, one thing maybe I can pick out is little leathery kind of undertones. But other than that, man, it's just fantastic.
Thank you.
I think I finally pinpointed the flavor, and I don't want to insult you by saying it.
Cardamom?
No, it wasn't cardamom. It,
Well,
Cotton candy and wet gravel.
no. Burger King
Killer
French fries.
what the fuck?
I mean, now hold on. Burger King French fries
I
from
think
when?
it's part of the
From what
potato
year?
thing that you brought up earlier. And-
They change their French fries every 3 years. Are we talking like the 1992 grease
I'm talking
sponges?
now.
Are we
Like right
talking about
now.
like 2001 when it was crispy?
I'm talking about right now.
We're not talking about the years that they tasted like fucking cardboard, though, right? Because they
Yeah.
No. It's the good years. You know, it's actually decent fries.
All right. I just wanted to make sure. Just wanted to, for the people at home listening.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but that's what I just caught. I'm like, that just like fucking Burger King French fries.
Why couldn't it
I
be
don't
the
know
onion
why.
rings?
Maybe I'm sick. I don't know.
sick of
But I think it's because he talked about potatoes earlier. Now I got potatoes in my head. I'm like, that's it.
You're gonna go pick up some
I like
fries after this, huh?
Yeah, I
Oh,
need to
yeah.
get some hot sauce actually in the cheese and stuff that he was
There you
talking
go.
about, and just spread it on it. You're good.
Cheese fries. Yeah.
I picked up McDonald's for my daughter when I got her from school earlier today. And I was reminded by Facebook, you know, the whole last year at this time. I was like, oh, that's right. Shamrock Shake. Every year I have one Shamrock Shake. Because I'm pretty sure if you have two in a year, it'll kill you. So I
at least
had one
yes.
Shamrock Shake. I was all excited. I was mentally prepared for it. Like I cleaned up my cup holder. Like this. You know, and this is, we're talking like 2 in the afternoon, that the damn milkshake thing was broke. I know
Of
that's
course.
like the old stand up. That's like the old, oh, hey, what's with airline food? But still, like I got excited for it. So,
You know, for the longest time, there was an app that actually
Just be
told
like
you
that.
whether or not their ice cream machine was broken or not.
Yep.
fantastic.
Yeah, it existed.
Yeah, the other day I went to McDonald's and I was in a drive-thru and looked inside and there was a fucking guy fixing the ice cream machine. There was a mechanic or a technician in there fixing the fucking.
They do
I
exist.
was like, holy shit!
No, it wasn't. It was just
What?
some
It was
dude that had a
1%.
hammer
He was doing God's
acting
work.
like he was doing it. He wasn't doing shit.
He's like, let me see. He's got a timer on there. Let's see, 3 days, 5 days.
Yeah, he was just adjusting the screw to how many days it's going to be down.
Right.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
All right, how about you, Grim?
I like it more than Burger King French fries, you son of a bitch.
I love McDonald's fries because I mean that's
I
like
felt so bad when I finally picked it out. I'm
You-
like, oh shit,
You
that is
could have
not
at least
right.
had like cheesy tots or like, you know, the bacon cheeseburger, you know, cheesy tots. That's where it's at.
Wait, okay. How about Crystal's chili cheese fries?
I like chili cheese fries.
Nothing's better than chili cheese fries from Crystal's. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That,
I mean,
we're
I
across-
thought that was a high
That's the
compliment.
zenith. That's the zenith.
I don't know Crystal. What's Crystal?
White Castle.
White Castle.
How about
White
White
Castle.
Castle chili cheese fries?
Still too southwest of me. My buddies drove to New Jersey once to go to White Castle, like when that movie came out. But I think the closest one for me is like 500 miles away.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh, it's awful.
That's okay.
Every now and then you get the Jones and you get the stupid frozen ones. It scratches the itch, but it's not the same.
Yeah.
I don't get Crystal unless I go see Zach. So
Do you have like Starlight up there or anything?
Nothing.
No, nothing like that. Oh, okay.
We've got every eighth of a mile we have a Dunkin' Donuts.
No, they don't have chili cheese fries, so that's not a good.
Every eighth of a mile here, we have a Waffle House.
Yes.
Oh, Waffle House is good. We got
Waffle House
Denny's,
bad
just
shit.
like a Waffle House, but worse.
We have alternating Waffle Houses and Chick-fil-A's. That's
Okay.
the way it is.
Yeah, that's how it is here. So yeah, that wasn't the French fry thing was not an insult. It literally, I just like.
I didn't take it as an insult. I still busted your balls about it, but I didn't take it as an
Well,
insult.
that's fine. I'm totally on board with that. You know. All right, Robert, what do you think?
I gotta agree with everything everybody's saying. It's very smooth. I still don't. There's none of that weird taste afterwards.
Yeah, no film in the mouth, none of that.
No.
Yeah.
It's still burning nicely. A little off there, but it's because I haven't turned it. Yeah, it's. I would smoke one of these. You call them daily smokes. I would smoke one of these daily.
I appreciate
I
you.
don't.
That's where I was going.
I don't know.
How
I
you
don't know
felt
Nick that
for it.
well. I just
Sucker.
I'm gonna, when I do the next wave, next time I look at the inventory, it's like, I gotta make more Nightman. I'm gonna have an insert now on the box of the Nightman that says, "Smoke the cigar that one guy says tastes like Burger King French fries."
I'll put
Have
you
it
on
as
the
a
map,
lifeline on
mofo.
I will buy a box
Have it as
just to
have it
see
as a
that.
lifeline on your advertisements. Just better than Burger King fries.
I love it.
How about you, Zach?
Like the modern day Burger King fries. Oh,
Yes.
ooh.
Oh, that makes it better.
What about Grim?
We did Grim.
We did
Grim?
Yeah.
Grim
He said he thought it was better than Burger King French fries.
Burger King fries.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
There we go.
I see. I got that. Getting a lot of the same flavors it started with, but they've developed a little intensity in a way that I really appreciate. I'm getting a little bit of spice, not pepper, but a little tingle like you were talking about, which is very pleasant. And a little bit of sweetness, which I kind of pick up on some San Andreas. May not be that, but it's a thing I really like. So I'm digging the cigar. Well done, sir. Well done.
Thank you. The flavors appreciate you too. They told me.
Well, that's good. It's mutual.
here. I thought it was just the meds.
They're dating now. It's so cute.
Look at it.
I will say I am a little bit sad because I'm getting over being sick and I'm real congested, and I'm thinking I'm getting maybe 50% of the goodness.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have to get another one to get the full effect.
Just to verify.
Yeah. I agree with that. At least one a day. You should rank it one a day. And then
Or at least
You should order
months.
300-400 of these just to have on here.
It's part of the healing
we
process.
can put you on a regular rotation if you send the credit card. We'll just hit it every
Right.
month. Auto pay.
Penny already has that for me. I mean, I'm already doomed.
I wouldn't be mad if this showed up every day. I wouldn't be mad at it.
Yep, I wouldn't kick it out of the
Is there
humidor.
a segment when you guys have me leave the room and then you all talk about all right, he's
Right.
gone.
Everybody say how what you really feel.
When I said Burger King fries, that was not a compliment.
No, what is it in your face?
Oh no!
Yes.
I felt bad. He took it as a compliment, so I just went with it.
We take the risk anytime we have somebody on of their cigars sucking, and this one doesn't. So you're okay.
I am going to have a stern talk with Gibbs later about his descriptions, and how he should know that he's embarrassing me because I'm a part of this, label, this group, and I don't want to be dragged down by Burger King French fries analogies.
That's
says
it.
by
Just
says
that.
by the man who showed up to Espinosa smoking an Arturo Fuente.
Why am I going to do that?
Well,
You know what? Let's get this one out of the way too. I love Romacraft. We're going to talk about Romacraft for like in 5 minutes.
Oh, man, I wasn't going to bring it up this time.
did you guys have Hector on? Do you have
Oh, yeah.
Hector
Yeah.
Alfonso on?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
Hector Alfonso, man.
Oh,
He gave
he's-
Graham so
he's
much
my
shit.
spirit.
It was
so
great.
hard. I went to therapy. Like that's how hard he ridiculed me. Like I got
Oh.
to.
Still ridicules you.
He's like reincarnated Don Rickles. I love it. He won't even take shots at me. I'll say stuff and he just has this look where he just goes like,
And you just feel all the past and
oh yeah, it's all there.
conversations.
Yeah. It's like, yeah.
That's an awful lot like his Skip Martin impression.
I have to see the Skip Martin.
Yeah.
It's on
Well, it's
YouTube.
up there.
Like Skip-
There's a short. Him doing the Skip Martin impression. Where he takes off his
Okay.
mask and he's like, "You just don't know how to smoke."
Oh, fantastic.
It was great.
Skip's good people. I don't follow politics. I don't get along. I don't do any one way or the other. But Skip's a good guy, especially when I was coming out with this. Skip Wanda. You know, and I've never worked with Skip. I've never repped any of Skip's companies, but Skip was really supportive of it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good
When we had him on, we got a very good vibe from him that he was a good guy.
Yeah.
And, I mean, Andy's known him the longest, but you know, when we got to actually meet him, great guy.
It's good to see good people become successful, and Skip's
Good people.
definitely one of those people that I definitely root for.
Absolutely.
How many? So you mentioned Black Label.
Yes.
I think that's probably on my top. It's in my top 5 list of cigars.
They're becoming a monster. They just got best small to medium Nicaraguan cigar factory. They got best small to medium Nicaraguan cigar company. They got best boutique Nicaraguan brand. They're doing it right. I haven't had I know contractually I'm obligated to say this, but sincerely, you know, cigar the salesman's had. Sincerely, I haven't had a bad cigar from them ever. I've had no issues with the way the cigars smoke. Every blend's phenomenal. Every blend's different. And I feel bad when a retailer reaches out and they're like, yeah, we want to bring in we're interested in bringing in a Black Label. So I set an appointment and we go over and they say, all right, which ones sell well? And I feel bad being like, well, they all do. They all sell well.
Mhm.
It sounds like such a cheesy salesman
These are
thing
all
to say, but
bangers.
it's
Buy 'em
true.
all.
Dollfish.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're right. I mean,
So you-
I don't think I've had a bad Black Label cigar. I mean, I've only had probably 3 or 4 of their lines, but
Yeah.
all of them I would go back and smoke again.
And
They were
again.
that
Yeah,
good. I was
and
just like,
again.
yeah, I'd grab another one. And again. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with you there.
So you had mentioned earlier that you made the Lonsdale Vitola for you.
Yes.
What is it about that cigar size that really does it for you?
I like a thinner ring. Not so much Lanceros. I appreciate Lanceros. But to me, you know, if you put a gun to my head and said, pick a cigar size right now, it would be a 6x46, which I had already done previously. So this one, I wanted a little bit longer. I wanted it a little bit bigger, but not quite a 50. So I did the 6.5x48. And again, I'm like, well, technically it's a short Churchill, but nah, we're gonna say Lonsdale Deluxe. I think somebody gave me that advice, like jokingly, like, just call it a Lonsdale Deluxe. Like, fuck it.
Yep.
I don't think there's such thing as Lonsdale Deluxe. So if there is, I don't
There
think
is
it's a
now.
6.5x48. But now,
It's a
yeah,
GOSS exclusive size that no one else can have it.
here we go.
Copyright
Well, yeah, no,
Goss.
the trick, especially with my first core line, was not to reinvent the wheel. You know, I've got Connecticut, I got Maduro, I've got Robusto, Toro, I've got 6x60. Those are the most popular wrappers, the most popular sizes. But then, you know, I was looking at it, I was like, I need one. So I came up with that one, and it's been selling well.
Yeah.
Probably helps because I tell everyone it's my favorite size. But
If that's what helps sell it, go for it, man.
it's there.
I like
We don't
it.
judge.
I like it.
So if anybody
Go straight
follows
down.
Goss on the socials, if you get into his group, which is Gossocalypse,
Gossocalypse.
yeah, it's a pretty cool group. They got
Uh-oh,
a
you're
seem like they
off-road
have a
again.
lot of fun in that group.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, I started that up, and when I hit 200 group members, I'm at like 750 now. I hit 200. I'm friends with Sin Coburn from Distant. I pulled up her. She is, I don't know if you know this about Sin Coburn. She is much better looking than I am. So her group should have more members. And it did. It had like 930 or whatever. And I reached out to her and I said, all right, let's make a bet. I bet you come PCA 2025, whoever's group has more members owes the other person an ice cream sundae at the trade show. Now I'm close. I'm in striking distance. I think I just hit 750. I think she's at like 950 now. So
Nice.
you're rooting for
Start
the
selling
ugly
out
guy.
for that ice cream.
If you're the type of guy that wants to see the ugly guy have more members than the very nice, attractive, intelligent, well-to-do, independent woman, then go on the Gossocalypse page. I could use your help.
I'm always rooting for the underdog.
We are hiring.
Membership is free.
Exactly.
We just charge you to stay.
Actually, it costs you to get out of the group. That's what
Yeah.
it is.
You completely
Yeah.
An exit fee.
cannot go.
There's an exit
Yeah.
fee.
90-day free trial period. Just give us your credit card.
Which we charge now. And again in 90
Yeah.
days. Because, we
Yeah.
forgot.
It's like a deposit. You know, you got to put a
Fill out this
deposit down.
form to say that
and then you
you
can
didn't want to be part of the group anymore.
And maybe we'll process it.
Yeah.
If not, call our customer helpline. I'm sure no one will answer.
But you can expedite this process with a fee.
Yeah.
$35 fee to expedite.
To expedite your cancellation process. But it still has to be reviewed by the
90
board.
days.
All right, we already stole all your information and sold it anyways. We got what we want from you.
That's it. You said you were susceptible to clickbait, so remind me to send you a couple of emails later on today, okay?
Oh, absolutely. I'll go through all of them. And I'm like OCD. I have to like read every word. I can't skim. I have to be like, oh.
Got a couple of Nigerian Prince emails I can send you.
Oh, I'm my daughter's 15. She can tell you who's popular for singers and everything. I can't even name one to like give you an example. But it'll be like somebody I don't even care about, nor do I even like know their name. It'll be like top 10 things. Like he said, he never wears the end. It's like,
I gotta watch it.
no. This guy I've never heard of. What's he not going to wear?
Pants.
He just said fucking Goss t-shirt. Fuck that guy.
I had a terrible moment with my kid the other day because I thought I was going to be a cool parent for a moment because she was like, hey, I want to go to a show, and I'm like, concert, yay, let's totally do that. I'm an awesome dad. We're going to do this, blah blah blah. And she's like, it's on this date at this time at this show or whatever. And I looked up the tickets, and I've never heard of this band before. It's Mother, I think, or something like that.
I've heard of them, but
Their tickets are $120 fucking dollars. I was like, I stared at them for a few seconds, and I was like, all right, we're gonna go do something else that weekend.
Could be out of town that weekend.
I dated a girl that liked that band. That's how I know them. Because I remember I always used to sing. There was like a grunge song, Mother, Mother. I used to sing that, and I used to piss her off. It's probably why we're not together anymore.
So you broke up because of your singing voice? That's bad.
Yep. Probably.
It was on the list at the very least.
So, because Gibbs hasn't asked it yet, who do you have repping the Southeast, specifically like the Noonan, Georgia, South Atlanta area?
Yes.
So if the retailer is a Cavalier account, then they can order GOSS. Everyone that's a Cavalier account can be a GOSS account or is a GOSS account, because it's all distributed through FCT, which is operated by Cavalier. Yeah.
Okay.
I can't force the Cavalier reps. Like, now you're representing me. Whether you like it or not.
But we can go be assholes.
But any retailer that carries Cavalier can order GOSS.
All right, I'll be on the lookout for that because
I believe down there. I think it's George. I believe it's George. He's either Florida. I don't know how much further he goes out.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I'm not sure who carries Cavalier around here.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out in my head who I've seen Cavalier at. And I think there's one place I've seen Cavalier, so I'll probably go talk to
the old guys.
They're very up and coming. I'll tell you, they built their own factory 3 years ago, and they've controlled their own destiny. I'm not going to lie and say there hasn't been any growing pains, but what I like about them, what I see that's refreshing, is that they learn from it. They actively take steps to, this happened. Well, let's do this so that this doesn't happen anymore. Which, ironically, is relatively rare in the industry. So I think in 5 years, remember like 10 years ago, if you were a boutique cigar, you had to be from Nicaragua. Mm-hmm. I think in about 5 years, you're going to see a lot more boutique stuff coming out of Honduras. Not so much like it was with Nicaragua. Yeah. But, it's going to become much, much bigger. There's a lot of people down there doing it that have been doing it that I think you're going to see explode. Oscar's a great people down there. He walks around, he's like the Pope. Like, people love him. Yeah. Because he's just a great guy. But you're gonna see a lot coming out of that area, I think, in the next 5 years. It's gonna be on par with Nicaragua when it comes to boutiques.
That'll be interesting to see. I look forward to that.
Yeah, and I'm glad that we've been on the journey with Penny here, opening our eyes to so many different boutique cigars, to where we're not even hitting the big names anymore, as far as smoking them. I mean, every once in a while we'll have a Fuente, every once in a while we'll have a Perdomo, something like that, if we're doing like a grab bag or something, and it's just because it's available, But what, Grim?
I smoke strictly Espinosa cigars.
And we know that's a damn lie because you can't get Espinosa down here.
This is an Espinosa right now. It just has GOSS name across it.
Those big guys are famous for a reason. Not to interrupt you, but your Fuentes, your Perdomos, they become huge, and they become. A lot of those cigars are, even take Jewish State, for example, introduce people to premium tobacco that before them, weren't smoking premium tobacco. So it's because of those companies that we have, half the cigar smokers that we have.
Yeah. No, and I'm not putting them down. Don't get me wrong. I'm not putting them down by any means. I'm just saying there's so many boutique that we can smoke now that we're not reliant on,
You're afraid of Nick Perdomo. That's why you're backtracking. Nick Perdomo can't see that. He knows where you live.
That's what it is.
I don't blame you. I'm scared of Nick Perdomo.
Pretty much. That's what it is. Him and Fuente, just, I know they're going to show up on my front porch. One is going to have a bat. One is going to have brass knuckles and be like, what'd you say? Nothing, sir.
Too late.
But no, it's just amazing. It's opened our eyes to so many. There's so much other stuff out there that we didn't even know about. Like I said, just being where I'm at in Noonan, I have 5 cigar shops around me. Most of them carry the same stuff, and they don't carry, the boutique that we've seen. Like, one of them carries a black label that I like, and another one may carry a Cavalier, or but it's very few and far between. So that's what I'm saying. I'd like that there's so much options out there, and there's so many things to explore and so many different things to taste than what your basic garden variety cigars that you usually see every day, every time you walk into a shop.
Oh, of course, we're living in the golden age of premium.
Yeah.
We really are. If I was to walk into a big humidor, pick a state up here, and the largest shop, if I was to walk in there and I said, "What's your worst cigar?" and they looked around and then they showed me their worst cigar, that cigar would still smoke better than a lot of the stuff that was being sold 30 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They called it the cigar boom in the late 90s for a reason.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Which, thankfully, is about the time I got into smoking cigars. So I'm happy to have, the good stuff. Better stuff? Yeah, that works.
Better stuff.
More
if you want to go back to Dutch Masters and Swisher Sweets, I mean...
I gotta wash that down.
We all started somewhere.
We all started somewhere, and me and Andy both cut our teeth on Dutch Masters. And mine was because I worked at Kroger, and that's where they sold them.
Yep.
So why not?
And this industry, I love this industry to death, but it's weird to me how sometimes I'll go into shops and they'll have their group of regulars, and they like push new people out, or they just make fun of them until the people don't feel comfortable. Like, I always say, let's say if I got like a little Yamaha motorcycle, and I didn't know anything about motorcycles, but I knew, hey, I know every Thursday night over in this parking lot there's about 30 guys with bikes, and they all seem to be shooting the shit. If I showed up and like, yeah, I got this new, I don't know much about it, they'd welcome me with open arms. Oh yeah, that's the same bike I started off with. Let me ask you, does it do this, or this is what you want? They'd welcome me with open arms. And most cigar shops are the same. But what really kind of gets my goat, I don't know if we're allowed to swear,
No,
is when I'm in a place like somebody walks in and they'll say, yeah, no, I'm new to smoking. I've smoked this, I've smoked that. I really like these. And everyone just shits on them.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, see, luckily we haven't had that experience. Most of our experiences have been in cigar shops. They've been welcoming. The people are nice.
We're just assholes up here in the Northeast. That's what.
Yeah, you're Yankees.
Well,
That's the thing.
I'm not saying that you're not going to find a shop, because you're going to find the shops that like have what we call like the good old boy mentality. It's like they're just there hanging out with their friends, and they're kind of,
They're
have
not
their own
really
group.
assholes, but they're not really accommodating either.
Yeah, they're not really like welcoming you in type deal, and that's what we're trying to take away with this show, is a little bit of the stigma of, when you walk into a cigar shop and the guy follows you into the humidor, don't take that as a sign of they don't want you there, or why are they following you? They're there to help. Use them as a tool. Ask them questions. You say, can you make a recommendation? Or if you just want to walk around, tell them you just want to walk around.
There's, again, it's not every place, but there's more than it probably should be for this industry. They're just like, you just bump into people that just feel the need to like try to show you that they know more than
you. Yeah. Elitist.
Yeah. I had a guy tell me I cut my cigar wrong. Like a month ago. You're not cutting that right. Okay.
It's smoking pretty good. I mean, I'm not really sure what you're talking
It's like, to me, I explain, it's like a museum, right? Let's say if I went into a museum and there was this painting on the wall, and I said, wow, I like that painting. That painting makes me feel happy. And then some asshole, some curator would come, oh, no, sir, that painting shouldn't make you feel happy at all. That's a somber painting. That painting should make... Well, fuck you, it makes me feel happy.
Yeah, sure.
There's always going to be some asshole that tells you you're doing it wrong. If it's working for you, keep doing it that way. I had some guy tell me, well, no, you can't. I drive. I drive a lot. I'll smoke a cigar, I'll put it down. I'm not going to lie, if it's the summer, I go back out to the car a few hours later, it's still there. I smoke the same. So, you can't. Yep. Put it down. Fuck you.
Yeah.
There's no, show me the official etiquette book that says you can't do that, and then show me the guy's credentials that wrote that.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's a unique experience for everybody. You smoke and enjoy how you smoke and enjoy. Don't fucking worry about anybody else.
Yep.
But you're right. They're assholes out there. Just like, they have to show that they know way more than you do, and you're wrong no matter what you say.
I mean, that's in every hobby, every industry. That's
true.
Those fuckers are everywhere.
I visit a lot of shops, and this one stuck with me. Granted, it was a couple of years ago, but still. When I'm at a shop, I'll help out in the humidor. I went into the humidor, and there's this guy in a suit, probably 20 years older than me. Said, "Hey, how are we doing?" And he kind of looked at me. So I gave it a little bit of that. "If I can help you out with anything, just give me a holler." He turns around and goes, "I don't think you can help me with anything." Okay. Have a good day.
I'm glad to oblige. Catch you later, buddy.
Yeah.
I really just want to go to.
I don't know what it is.
Or, honestly, if I'm going to be followed into a humidor, I want to go to Penny's and be followed by management.
Mm-hmm.
Because if anybody's going to follow me in, it ought to be the dogs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
And they should nip my ankles when I go to buy the wrong thing. Go ahead, Grim.
Do you have? This is a two-part question. Do you have any lines that you have or that are currently coming out? Like, do you have anything coming in the future for a new blend? And
Yeah.
the second part of that is it comparable to a Burger King onion ring?
Fair question.
This new one is not, but believe me, when I'm back in the workshop, it's going to be like an onion ring, cheesy tot type of.
I'm smoking that in a heartbeat.
Got it.
So I have a new one coming out. It should be shipping either this week or next week. I made 350 boxes. It's called GOSS Frightened of This Thing I've Become.
I saw that box art.
It's a. Thank you. My neighbors thought I was a psychopath because I'm setting that. Everything you see in that picture was like to the side of my house. I have like a sickle and like signs and this weird thing. I put like a bear rug over the chairs, hang it down.
It was a cool picture, though.
Thank you. I'm excited for it. It's, I think, 13 count boxes, 6.5 by 54. In my opinion, it's, and granted, let me backtrack. To me, Cavalier doesn't have anything that I'd say, wow, holy shit, that's a powerhouse. That's a very strong cigar. They do the USA exclusive, which has some Lajero in it. I think that this cigar is probably the strongest cigar that FCT's come out with. And not so strong that you lose flavor from it. Because I actually changed one of the Lajeros to a Riso because it was too strong. I lost a lot of the flavor pocket. But it slapped you around.
Nice. Now, the other question is Penny going to get this?
She is. Penny has already pre-ordered.
Okay,
Of course she has.
We'll probably have to get some from her.
Yep.
Sure.
I'll call her tomorrow.
I know, right? We got to reserve some so we can try it. But I'm digging this. Where are we at?
I'm out.
Grim's out.
Round bit.
You're about out, Robert. I got.
I'm slow. You guys have had me talk. I blame you.
Well,
That's usually our problem. We're always doing the talking.
I've never done this before. This is good. I could get used to this.
Taking your time.
Smoking cigars or
Yeah.
That would help you pick up a new habit.
Yeah, I was saying. Since you're new to this, what do you think of the GOSS?
Best cigar I've ever had. Like a Burger King French fries,
Yeah.
Damn near chef's kiss.
The really good one that's at the bottom of the box, the one that's just stuck down there, that's the best one.
No, the one
That's usually an onion ring. What the hell's wrong with you?
Like, I'm not letting that one go.
Hell no.
But what I really like about that, to make it look, I know I was busting your chops about it, but what I really like about that description of it. You ever see the movie The Menu?
Yes.
Yes.
how at the very end, it's all this prestigious, here's dips with no bread. Here's this. At the very end, she's like, I just want a really juicy fucking cheeseburger.
I know. I love that.
And that's kind of everything that I'm striving for with my company. I don't want cloth napkins. I don't even need paper napkins. I'm wearing jeans. Like, we're good.
Every time.
Amen.
Or occasionally.
See? Yeah, see? I bring your point to the forefront. You're welcome. Put you on the map.
Thank you.
Great. Now we have to start comparing. That's what we're gonna do this year is compare our cigars to food.
That's it. I gotta find which one tastes like Wendy's French fries, and I gotta find one that tastes like McDonald's.
I feel
French
bad for that poor bastard. If you said Wendy's French fries, I was gonna stand up and walk out. Wendy's does a couple things good. Their French fries,
not one of them.
It's not one of them.
Only time you get it is when you say, "Can I have a chili and cheese baked potato?" And they say, "We're out of potatoes. Do you want chili cheese fries?" And you go, "Okay."
Yeah,
If I got it.
their chili's badass.
Yeah, their chili is badass. I love their chili.
Now, don't judge me, but I've discovered this thing. They do the taco salad. Have you ever gotten the taco salad from Wendy's?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
No.
First time ever I got it, I was like, I get a thing of chili? I get a bag of chips? I get all this stuff? Oh, there's never been a point where I put that all on the salad. In fact, I usually put the salad in the refrigerator and say, I'll eat that tomorrow. I'll be healthy.
You're just sitting there with the chips and the chili. Oh.
Chips and the chili and everything that comes with it.
That's right.
Yeah. You ain't lying. All right, since we're about done here, let's rate these babies.
We'll go.
1,000. I give it a 1,000.
1,000
1,000.
out of 5 leaves.
Now we're gonna average all the scores together, right?
Yeah, that should bring it way up. All right.
Reckon the curve.
So we do out of 5 leaves.
Yep.
And for this one, the Burger King French fry went away. Unfortunately, someone knocked you off a point for that. No, just kidding. I'm just joking. No, it's been a consistent cigar the whole time. Very enjoyable smoke. I like it. I actually like it a lot better than I like the Hot August Nights.
Thank you.
So for me, this one's probably going to be like a 4.25 out of 5.
I like it.
It's been a consistent smoke. I'll pick up another one for sure if I can ever find them in Georgia, but I probably never will. So Penny will probably have to send me another one. But yeah, 4.25.
She will.
How about you, Andy?
Does that mean I have to call Penny?
Why have
Yes.
to call Penny?
Why isn't she on?
Right. Why does it sound like a bad thing that you call him Penny? Penny's awesome.
I don't.
Right?
Penny. Back in the old days, before the current location, I would call, and it was always you want to talk to Penny? Yeah, I want to talk to Penny. Let Penny come on the phone. Hey, Andy. Hey, Penny. I got this thing, and I want this thing. Okay, bye. I mean, we had really short conversations, and it was. Thank God for the now that I have her cell phone number, we just text. It's a lot easier. It's a lot, because I know she's busy. So
Yeah, she is.
She is.
it's not a.
And the place has come a long way. It's coming out great.
We want to see it. We want to see it so
Yeah,
bad.
wait.
We talk on the phone. Gibbs and Zach and I, we talk on the phone all damn day long. For the most part, and I get tired of talking on the phone. We can just text somebody. So much easier, right? But speaking of cigars, I'm with Gibbs. I'm gonna go to 4 1/4. It's been consistent. The flavors have been good. It's I don't have any major complaints about it. I'm not sure I taste Burger King fries. I might have gone to McDonald's fries. But, good ones, not
They're better.
they are better. But yeah, it's been delicious. And Yeah, I liked it. I like this better than the Night Watch. I got that right?
Nope. Well, where you going with it?
Whatever that. One of those other cigars you made. That's
One of those other cigars. I like this better than that other cigar. That was
Well, the
there.
first one I remember the first GOSS cigar I had. That there was so much. Just
GOSS in it?
yeah. There's so much excitement around the fact that Penny sent me a GOSS cigar. It's like, God, I gotta like this. What if, what if happens if I don't? Shit.
The hot dog this night had tobacco in it from Paraguay, which made it pretty unique.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, 4 1/4. I mean,
Definitely different.
keep up the damn good work, sir.
Thank you.
Absolutely. All right, Billy.
bacon.
What about you, buddy?
Yeah, I think I'm just going to keep it short and sweet. Flavor just kind of hit me the right way. Just all the notes that I kind of like. So for me, I think it's a 4.5.
Thank you.
4.5. Nice.
And let me say, this is awesome that you guys got Negan from The Walking Dead to come and do this with us. It's an honor. I love your work. I'm glad you like the cigar. Thank you.
Keep cracking
There's
skulls,
a reason
buddy.
we don't sit next to him. We're afraid of the bat. Afraid of Lucille.
Because it's sitting right beside him.
Yep. Hey, buddy.
How about you, Robert? I'm sorry, Grim. You, Grim.
Oh, wow. No, skip me. It's okay. Robert, go ahead, buddy. It's fine.
No, you're next.
Oh, am I? Okay. I didn't know. It's not like we do this in order or anything else.
Yeah,
like that.
right.
There's no alphabetical thing to do
It
about
scores
this.
at the same time.
It's totally fine. Don't worry about it. I would say that this was a fantastic cigar to get a new cigar smoker. It was very smooth. It was it was mellow but flavorful. It was an easy smoke. It's definitely something that you would want to show somebody and be like, hey, like this is what the world of cigars is supposed to be, and go from there. So I'm going to say 4.25. I wildly enjoyed it. I will seek it out again. I will be getting another one of these. So it was good, man. Thank you for making it.
I take back half the bad things I said about you.
Only half though. Like we got to be real.
Yeah.
Some of those things got to stick.
Oh, they're already written. Literally in stone. They've been chiseled.
How about you, Robert?
I'm going with Billy on the 4.5. Like I said, having not smoked as much as everyone else, it was a excellent cigar, start to finish. No aftertaste. It wasn't overbearing. It wasn't weak ass. It was just like right there where I would want a cigar to be.
Right.
And definitely I will be ordering some more from Kenny within the week.
Thank you, Robert. Now, I'm awful with technology. So, on this thing that we're on, my picture's in the bottom right-hand corner. Well, for me, Robert, you're in the bottom right-hand corner, but I can't see you because I'm over you. So, having not seen you at all, I can say, and your score has nothing to do with this. I can say that you are the best looking of the group.
You're absolutely right. Thank you.
You're so beautiful. It's just you remind me so much of me. It's amazing.
I have no idea what you look like, but looking at everyone else, you're the best looking.
Wait.
I love it.
And you're probably right.
I don't know. Yeah, okay.
That's what my
And
mama says.
My review just went to 3.75. I'm just saying.
It was still worth it. It was worth it.
Oh shit. And Zach,
All
man,
right.
what you got?
So consistently good for me. I can define the sweetness that I was picking up earlier a little better. It's like when you have a black coffee and the coffee is like maybe a lighter roast and you get a little bit of like sweetness with that.
Mhm.
That's kind of smokiness that I feel in this cigar, and it's definitely a note that I appreciate in coffee and cigars. The rest of the flavors have been kind of the same, similar. A little bit of spiciness and the tingle in the lips and tongue, and it's hitting really really good for me. I like what Robert said about this being maybe an approachable cigar for a newer smoker, because it's not a huge powerhouse that's going to set you on your ass and make you vomit in the corner, but it's got a lot of flavor, which is more to my taste than a cigar that's going to make me vomit for the most part. I'm gonna say 4.75, and I want to try one when I haven't been sick.
Nice.
Sounds great. That's the old sales trick, by the way. That's well, I can smoke one. Shit, maybe I'll have another one. It wasn't too heavy. It was flavorful. Yeah. How many have I had? Oh, yeah. I lost count. That's how we get you.
And I think you're on the money on that one. I could smoke another one and not feel bad about it. It's good.
Thank you.
And I do prefer this over the Hot August Night that we smoked previously.
Yeah.
This is really in my wheelhouse. Well done, sir.
The good news is this one's regular production.
Yeah. So we're about to.
And now I'm sad because it went out.
Oh. But
I can do that.
On that note, is there anything you want to tell everybody, Goss? I'm going to give you the floor and let you tell anybody the stuff that's coming up, where you're going to be at, what you're doing.
The guy in the upper left-hand corner in the hood by the campfire, there's someone sneaking up behind him. No, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for having me on. This has been great. You guys, I'm glad that you all could also easily be bribed, and the check could be arriving soon.
They're just in hats.
Appreciate that.
No, it sincerely, it really means a lot to me. I appreciate you guys taking the time, smoking them. You all giving it a great score too is just the cherry on top. But this is what this whole industry is about. Nothing brings people together more than this. If you go to a sports bar, nobody talks to each other. You go, especially around here, up in the Northeast, somebody starts talking to me like, "Hey, nice weather." Like I check to see where my wallet is. But in a cigar bar, everyone from all walks of life, we're all equals. We all can shoot the shit for hours. I just looked at the clock. It's been almost 2 hours, for God's sakes. It seems like 10 minutes.
Yeah. Yep. It's great, man. And, we appreciate you coming on and taking the time to come out and do this with us. We, like Andy was mentioned earlier, we were scared to death first time we had a GOSS because we're like, well, Penny really likes this. If it's garbage, how do we come back from that? But luckily it wasn't garbage, and we hung in there and tried to even better one than what our first, experience was. So we were elated by that. We're happy about that. That I think we all really enjoyed this cigar.
Thank you.
So
that reminds me. You ever see the old Tom Waits interview? I think it was David Letterman. Yeah, he's early 2000s or so. I think he's on either Conan O'Brien or David Letterman. And so Tom, what's going on? And he's like, well, kids are older, doing a lot of field trips. Field trips. Yeah, the first one they asked me to chaperone on was a music store. So I figured, well, So I walked in. I was hanging out by the guitars. I said, sure enough, somebody's going to come. Oh, my God. 10 minutes went by. Nobody noticed me. No one recognized me. So I went over to the percussion. I leaned up against that. I got a good lighting situation. No. I went to the piano. Nobody even knew I was there. No one knew who the hell I was. But, my ego doesn't have to be fed like that. That was fine. He goes, a month later, we went to the dump. Teach the kids recycling and everything. And 8 men surrounded my van. They know me at the dump.
That's awesome.
Nice.
What you got, Grumble?
So even if you told me that the cigar you smoked was garbage, that would be my response. They know me at the dump.
We've seen your product. No, I'm just kidding.
Go, Grim.
But on that note,
Hang on,
I think we're going to
Grim's got
say good night.
Wait,
Hey,
Grim.
oh, wait,
Yeah.
Grim's got something. Go ahead, Grim.
Guys, you're probably not going to get this joke, but just out of curiosity, we've been recording for, what, an hour and a half now?
Yes.
How did you keep your cell phone cooled through the entire thing? And was your freezer involved?
So that's kind of what I was worried about, because usually if I have other apps and stuff going on, I don't know if some of the principals of the companies I represent think it's an excuse, but if I do like a Zoom or something, it'll heat up to the point where like it has to like turn off. So this is my first time using this weird like super big battery charger. I have that hooked up to a little wire to that. I don't know if that has to do with it, but I haven't had any heat notifications, but I usually do. So it was just meant to be. It's just your coolness. Your coolness has helped the phone get through it.
So, in other words, Plywood, you're a damn liar. You're a son of a bee. And, you know,
Yeah.
if Goss can do it, you can do it, man.
Damn!
Got him.
Hi, Plywood!
May not be true.
Hi, Plywood.
May not be true.
And Goss still doesn't know you.
No idea. No idea. I've never been to Cincinnati. I don't want to go to Cincinnati. Bengals suck. Tigers suck. I don't even think they have a basketball or hockey team.
Probably not. No.
And on that note, we're going to say goodnight.